Hello everyone. The 24th of September is Heritage Day in South Africa. So I was trying to decide what could I build for Heritage Day, and I decided that I'm going to build a traditional Xhosa hut. So this is my sim Tandiswe. I did struggle a little bit to find some kind of South African themed clothing. We have in South Africa the lovely shwe material, which is the African prints. So this is the closest I could find, this is from Island Living. It looks like Tandiswe is moonbathing. I'm having a lot of Sims moonbathe at the moment. I have no idea why. It's funny, all my Sims seem to be moonbathing. Every time I go into a save file, one of the first things they do is moonbathe. I don't know, it's ever since the last update. Alright Tandiswe, let's build you a traditional Xhosa hut. You know Tandiswe, it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. I think the moon is probably gone. Oh, thank goodness, you're stopping moonbathing. Although she did enjoy it, she's got a bit of a lunar glee. So the most difficult thing about doing this video was deciding where to build. It was really difficult. So there are no worlds that I can relate to as a South African. There are none that are, you know, like have an African theme. So it was really difficult to find a lot to build on, and I eventually decided to build in Chestnut Ridge in this area over here. I can't remember what it's called now. What is it called? Sweet Nectar Glade. So this is not really the greatest representation, but it comes close. So yeah, as I said, it was really hard to find somewhere to build. Alright Tandiswe, let's go and build you a house. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the post box, which I know is going to spawn later on, but we'll get rid of it anyway. And I'm actually going to make this off the grid, and we'll give her some great soil, and we'll make her home homey, and we'll make it a home studio as well. Alright, so traditional huts in South Africa are round, so I'm going to be building a round house, which I do not enjoy building with curved walls, and they're actually normally quite large, so I'm going to give her the extra large. We'll make her house quite big. It's normally like a communal living, so unfortunately she doesn't really have any neighbors close by, but we'll pretend that there are some neighbors close by. Alright, let's make your round house and a round roof or circular roof. So traditionally the huts are, you know, they're made with natural materials, you know, from the surrounding areas. So the roofs are normally made from thatch. So I'm going to use these Island Living tropical thatch, I think that one. And some roof trim. Alright, I think I'll go with that. And walls normally made from mud mixed with cow dung. Sometimes they can be stone, but traditionally normally mud with cow dung. The stucco might be perfect. Okay. Alright, let's just get rid of these interior walls. So I normally find with circular houses, if you actually go and you delete the edges, you can actually put doorways where those are. But first, what you do is you delete those, and then you go back in and you just do a wall. I don't know why it is, but you should then be able to place a door over there. So we are going to use the archway. Maybe this one. There we go. Living space is normally just one room, but I am going to give her a little separate bathroom just to make her life easier. So that's not going to be completely traditional. So with traditional Xhosa huts, with the lack of running water, you usually would have your bathroom kind of like away from the main house, but I'm actually going to give Tandiswe an off-the-grid bathroom inside, seeing as she has a very large living space. But traditionally, you know, with the communal living, there would be like a kind of an outhouse, but I'm actually going to give Tandiswe a little bathroom. But we'll use a half wall to make it. Tandiswe, where should we place your bathroom? Maybe over here. So I actually want to move her house back so she has space for some chickens and maybe a cow shed if possible, because her aspiration is country caretaker. So let's just move her house as far back as we can. Alright, there we go. It is rather a large house. What would it actually look like if we made a tall wall? No, I'll leave it as a short wall. I think that looks a bit better. I'm not going to worry about money. If she runs out of money, I am going to cheat her money. Alright, so we're only going to use off the grid build items. Alright, let's quickly just do her little bathroom. We could give her this outhouse. It's quite expensive. Wow, 1,000 simoleons. Gosh. Alright, maybe that's an idea. I will give her this wooden throne. And we'll just have this as a shower area, and we can place a basin in here as well. And we do need to get rid of these lights because they are not off the grid as far as I can tell. Are we able to place this inside? No, we aren't. But can she use it? Let's go see if she can use this indoors. Oh, she can. Okay. Alright. It's really difficult to find things that are kind of rural kind of furniture. I'm finding this extremely difficult. I'm just going to do the best I can. You know, with the communal living, they didn't have much furniture inside their huts. This is very, very difficult to find a bed that looks kind of rural. I suppose this is something that might work. And flooring. Alright, let's just get some lights in here. Okay, this might actually work. Although I think these are supposed to be outdoor lights, aren't they? Not really African themed. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. There is nothing. Oh, maybe this might. Actually, that might suit better. No African themed build items. I'll have to look for some CC sometimes, some custom content. Alright, maybe these will work inside as well. Maybe near the walls. Ah, yes, okay. We'll have some of these. And it's not easy with circular walls either. But I am going to use, maybe in the bathroom, candles instead. There we go. I don't know why this is a different color. It's weird. Look at the lighting on that. And it's poking through the wall. That is so bizarre. Unless I actually, you know what? Let's delete that. And extend this. There we go. Alright, so she's got her little shower area and basin. We need some more lighting. Alright, so she's got her fire pit to keep herself warm. She has got a place to cook. She's got somewhere to sleep. She's got a bathroom and her shower. I'm actually going to give her a woodwork table as well in case she wants to do some crafting. And she's got lots of space to entertain. I forgot to do the flooring in here. Ah, that looks good. I want to give Tandiswe a chicken coop and an animal shed. Oh, let's delete the post box. Although the chicken coop is not very traditional looking, is it? At least the animal shed looks a bit traditional, but this doesn't really go with her Kosa hut. But I do want to give her chickens. And I don't think we can have chickens without a chicken coop or cows without an animal shed. But I can get her some sheep and some goats as well. Alright, so her rondavel or her traditional Kosa hut is quite large. So she's got plenty of space to dance around the fire pits. And I'm actually going to see, is there... I suppose she wouldn't be able to have a stereo because this is off the grid, isn't it? Yeah, these don't work off the grid. Unfortunately, she wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so I could have made this a bit smaller, but traditionally the Kosa huts are quite large and everything is in one room. Alright, so I'm just going to go in and do a little bit of outside decorations. You know, Tandiswe, you are supposed to be a traditional African lady, and here you are using your phone and liking video games. Oh no, Tandiswe. Oh, and the post box is back. Oh, I'm Gonna have to hide that away. Let me hide that away. So this was a little bit more difficult than I thought. It was easy to do the actual building, but decorating was really difficult because there is a lack of African themed build items. So I did add a little bit of clutter and decorations to her house. I do think I made it a little bit too big. She could have done with a little bit of a smaller house, but it's fine. I might go in and change it at some point. Alright, Andy, where shall we go and get you some? See, she's still got quite a bit of money left. We can purchase some animals for you. What shall we get? Let's just get a brown cow. Okay. And purchase some chickens. Black hen, a black rooster, a brown hen, a brown rooster, a white hen, and a white rooster. Do we really need that many roosters? Oh, why not? Okay, go and say hello to your new brown cow. There we go. Oh, and I want her to get some... Oh, she has to go a little bit further away from her house. I don't like the off-the-grid lot traits. Alright, Sandy, so can we go here so we can get some sheep and baby goats? Can we use your phone here? Alright, we are going to buy mini goats and sheep. Oh, a blue mini sheep, yes please. And a green mini sheep. Oh, wow, okay. Pink mini sheep and some goats. Place them all in the world. All her little goats and mini sheep are over here. Go home, guys, go home. Oh, here's one bouncing along. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, Tandy Swear, I hope you are going to be very happy in your new home. She is an animal enthusiast, she loves the outdoors and she's cheerful. So I'm sure she's going to love her new home. Hopefully she will. Bye, Tandy Swear, see you next time.